What is up, YouTube? Fahros here with another episode of Let's Play Red Mage in Final Fantasy XI. So, we're gonna jump right into Sandoria, rank mission 1-2 here soon, but I'm always gonna be trying to give tips and give advice to newer players that may have been picking up Final Fantasy XI and may be following the series just for entertainment and to learn things about the game. So there's going to be a couple things I'm going to be teaching new players, or returning players even. Well, one's going to be focused primarily on new players, but this thing I'm about to talk about right now applies to returning players as well, and it's pretty sick. So you see right here, I'm standing in front of this NPC called Voidwatch Purveyor. If you talk to him, Voidwatch is the current end game in Final Fantasy XI. It's got huge NMs. There's Voidwatch, or Void, what are they called? Void Rifts all throughout Vana'diel, and you can go and trade certain items to them to gain access to like super huge NMs that have crazy drops. So you can talk to these NPCs though, and you see I don't have many points right now, and these are just conquest points. But I don't have many because I just went to Sandoria. I only have 1,700. If you go all the way down to the bottom here, there's Void Dust, and Void Dust are purchasable for just 2,000 conquest points. You see, just in the last video, I've obtained almost, well, that doesn't seem right actually. Maybe my conquest points carried over from Bastok actually. But 2,000 conquest points does not take very long at all to farm up. You can just fight with Signet on, which is a buff you get from these TK guards or any gate guards. They give you a Signet buff. You kill monsters with that on, you're gaining conquest points. You can spend these conquest points on Void Dust if you're a newer returning player on a new character, and you can sell those Void Dust on the auction house, and people will buy them instantly almost for the current end game, Voidwatch. And these Void Dust, for 2,000 conquest points, you can sell them for like 25k to 30k gil. So pretty sick stuff. Very good means to make some gil early on. And you can find these Voidwatch Purveyors or Voidwatch NPCs near any gate in any town, etc. So, moving on, there's some other things I'm going to teach later in the video, but right now we're going to start up Sandoria, rank mission 1-2. Let me know in the cutscenes, you guys, if you'd rather me talk over them or if you'd rather me keep quiet so you can enjoy the cutscenes with me. Sometimes I just like to read through them myself, but whatever you guys want for the entertainment value is what you'll get. So definitely hit me up on that. We are at the West Gate in southern Sandoria that leads out to West Ronfer, although I think in this mission we're going to be sent to East Ronfer. So we should be able to talk to the same guard NPC though. As long as you're level 8, you should be able to get this quest. We've already done Smash the Orcus Scouts, so now we're going to do Bat Hunt. And moving right on up in the Sandoria rank missions. Have you ever set foot in King Ranper's tomb? 200 years ago the curtain fell in the golden age of Sandoria. So we're learning that there used to be like a super badass mode king for Sandoria in ages past, and when he died they gave him a really extravagant tomb, and people are messing with the tomb now, so they're sending us to go see what's up. This game, it's like, these missions are cool, man. I like the interactive missions. I like that even at the very beginning, even though these are kind of scrub missions, we're not getting to do anything too crazy yet. There is at least a reason why you're doing the things you're doing. There is a story behind what you're doing, even at the low levels, even at level 10. And this game's 10 years old. Like, it's crazy. That's what I love about Final Fantasy XI. So we are heading over to King Ranper's tomb, and you may find proof of the grave robbers there. So that's something that's a little elusive about this game, is your actual objective, because and that sucks for new players, man, because I know where you guys are coming from. You guys are like, I just got a mission, but where the hell do I go? Because it doesn't really tell you. It tells you to go to King Ranper's tomb, but that's an entire zone. Where do you go in King Ranper's tomb? And there's no easy way for me to say that, you guys. You just, I mean, I already know it's in East Ronfer, so I'm heading over there. but if you didn't know, you would have to look up the name of the mission, which is called Bat Hunt. And we know that from accepting it from the guard. You would have to go to FFXI Encyclopedia, type that mission in, or just Google Sandoria ranked missions, find the one you're on, and look up where to go. I mean, that's what I even have to do. I did that prior to starting recording just to see, like, you know, what we would be doing, and so this all goes smoothly. But yeah, you've got to be able to. I'm gonna get Signet on as always before I leave town, so I'm building up those points. But I was gonna say you've got to be able to do some research in order to play this game. You've got to be able to look things up for yourself, or else you're just gonna be completely lost. That is one of Final Fantasy's shortcomings, that it tries to keep the mystery and the adventure alive in the game, and it doesn't tell you exactly where everything is. And like right now, it's been a while since I've been to King Ranper's tomb. I'm actually gonna have to look up where this is in East Ronfer. I think it's down there at the south, but I'm gonna get running in this general direction, and then I'm doing this as a level 10 Red Mage. I've still got Warrior sub just for the strength and a little bit of HP. I might have to level up a bit before I can kill the mobs I need to down there, but I'm gonna get running on this way and then look up some stuff, and I'll catch you guys in a sec. Alright, so I think at this point we're getting close. I recognize these structures from long ago. Look at this person here. Maybe she's doing Sandoria rank missions as well. So we are right here at about H11, and perhaps this is the zone right in front of us. I just wanted to show you guys the area on the map if you were interested. Yep, that's it. So we're gonna be going in here, and we're looking for a tombstone, which I guess makes sense because the person in the NPC that gave us the quest wanted us to find and see if anyone had been tampering with the tomb, so it would make sense to go look for tombstone. Let's see here. First, I'm going to pick up. I'm just checking the mobs in here before I run myself into trouble. While I'm doing this mission, I may as well pick up some training regiments in case I have to kill the mobs to get through here, so I'll get some bonus XP while I do so, and I'll go ahead and pick up some buffs as well, so probably edit out this, but yeah. Alrighty, so got our buffs. The page I got was 2 Goblin Ambushers, 2 Goblin Tinkerers, 2 Goblin Butchers, and the reason I got the one with the Goblins is I figured they're still gonna aggro me, so I have to end up fighting them anyway, and I may as well get a page for them since they're what I'll have to fight. So I don't have a map. Since I don't have a map, I'm gonna have to go buy a map, not go buy a map in the game, but I'm gonna have to navigate myself by looking at a map on Final Fantasy, God, I just went brain dead, on FinalFantasyAtlas.com or on FinalFantasyClipledia.com. The Clipedia, what am I trying to say? The Clipedia article for the mission will have a map of King Ranper's tomb. But you can also use a website called FinalFantasyAtlas.com to look up any map in the game. So this is pretty much the only way we were going to be able to go for now, so I'll go ahead and keep going. But as I venture through the tomb, I'm going to check out the map so I make sure I'm going the right way. Also, another quick tip. So let's say you look up a map online, like the one I'm displaying on screen now, just a normal map, and then you get into the game and you're like, well, I can't tell where I'm at on the map. One thing you can do is you can type into your, like, send yourself a whisper or type into party chat, bracket, POS, close bracket, and that stands for position. So you can type it in and it says, boom, G6. So that's my coordinates on this map currently. And as I move, I'll be able to keep typing that in, and it'll tell me, you know, where I'm at. So by knowing your position, you can look at the map online and be like, okay, so I'm there on the map, and kind of navigate yourself to wherever you need to go. So even though I don't have a map, I could look up the quest online. I can figure out where the objective is, which on this map is located at I-10, and then look up the map and sort of navigate myself towards I-10 by using the map online. I have it really easy because I have a second monitor, so I can just look at that map at all times on my second monitor and just keep checking my position like this. So now I'm at G8, you know, and yeah, it's just like that. That's how I get a lot of quests done in Final Fantasy 11. So that's definitely a good tip that I wanted to pass on to you guys. Another thing I wanted to discuss this video was macros, because I had actually just took some time to explain how macros work. Oh, these things aggro. So I actually explain it when I kill that next worm in front of me. I'm not gonna have time on this one. But as you see, wow, I'm stuck. Okay, so in combat, while I'm whacking at this thing, if I want to catch a spell or cast a spell without macros, I'd have to go to magic and then, you know, arrow key up and down throughout this list of spells that's already pretty significant. But at higher levels, you'll have pages and pages and pages of spells. So as you can imagine, you'll want to be able to cast them via macros, so you can just hit a certain key combination and cast a spell like that. So let's say I don't think I have a macro for bio yet. Let's say I want to make a bio macro, which lowers my enemy's attack and puts a damage over time effect on it. So hitting the menu key, you can hit it again, and it opens up this second set of menus, and you can go to macros. And then there's all these different books. It doesn't matter, just pick one, name it the class that you're playing, and click on it and go to confirm. And then you'll be set with a macro little line here, almost like action bars that you can program. You have to do this manually, but so I've got a lot of different ones here. This is just how I like doing it and how it makes sense to me. But let's just say you want to put bio on control 2. So I'm just gonna go to my little control 2 button and hit enter on that, and then you're faced with this, just blank lines. And this will be probably really confusing to a lot of people, but I'm gonna try to simplify it for you guys. So it's really, really simple. It's as simple as this. If you want to write a macro for, let's say, a magic spell like bio, it will always start with /MA, okay, because it's magic. You can write macros for job abilities as well, and those start with /JA. And you can also write macros for weapon skills, and those start with /WS. So magic /MA, job abilities /JA, and weapon skills /WS. Pretty simple. And you can also do it for items. I think it's just /items, and you can even have equip macros that are like /equip, and we might get into that more later. But right now we're just going to focus on magic. So we know it's bio's a magic spell, so we start with /MA, and then it's as simple as this. After that, you just hit space, and you put the name of the spell. This has to be exactly correct, by the way. Spacing and spelling and everything has to be correct. You put the name of the spell in quotations, and then you hit space, and then I'm gonna put bracket T bracket, and that stands for target. If this was a buff spell that I wanted to cast on myself, just for example, I'll write something else down here. Let's say I wanted to cast protect on myself in a macro. I would type /MA protect in quotes, and then I would, in brackets, I would put me, bracket me, close bracket, and then that would cast protect on me. Because if I had it on target, I would have to target myself before using the macro. So now that I have this simple one-line macro written, /MA space bio in quotes space bracket T close bracket, that's all I need. That's all I need to have my bio on control 2, and as soon as I hit control 2, boom, start casting bio. I can follow it up by hitting control 1 and casting Dia, and you can fight worms really interesting. Worms are stationary monsters. They can't move. Now they can cast spells like stone. You see he's casting on me now, but that's not as much damage as standing in their melee. So I can actually sit back here and spam cast on worms. If you're a nuker like a black mage, or if you're a ranger, you can level up on worms pretty good, I think, because you don't have to worry about their melee attacks. You just stand out of range and just chain cast on them. This is the method me and my buddy Icarus and my buddy Zero, shoutouts to those guys, we all leveled rangers together, and we were killing incredibly tough worms. Okay, that's like the highest difficulty of monster. We were killing incredibly tough level worms by just the 3 of us playing 2 rangers and a corsair, because we'd stand at max range and sub ninja, because ninja has an ability where you can avoid damage from spells. So we'd stand max range, sub ninja, and just shoot them, just non-stop shoot these worms and get tons of EXP. It was so crazy. But yeah, I wanted to have a little part in this video to explain to you guys how to use macros, because they are a very big part of the game. And yeah, show you guys a little of that in action. So where are we at right here? I'm at F8, so looking at my map on the screen, right, I'm going east, and I have a little compass right above my chat log. Oh, this guy aggroed me. I'll fight him over here. But yeah, you've always got a compass, so you can tell which direction you're going. Whether you have a map or not, you've always got your compass. So that's good, and I can tell I'm right in line with the map to go east, and then I'll hook south after this, and hit up the tombstone. I'll probably kill this mob, edit some of the slow stuff out, so we don't get, well, maybe I'll leave this fight in, I don't know. This guy's taking a while. Let's see what we can do to speed this up. So I'll cast Dia on him, cast some bio on him. And it's cool, man. I kind of like, oh, I just got a new weapon skill, so check that out. My sword skill leveled up to level 30. And I just got a new weapon skill, Burning Blade. I don't think it's that good, but we'll see if we can finish off the goblin with it. Yeah, definitely not that good. Did 10 damage. Wow, that sucked. Okay, well, I guess I shouldn't have been too hyped about that. Oh well. So we're just moving right along here. Alright, so here we are at the tomb. This is actually where I camped my notorious monster that I camped for so long back in the day. His name was Spook. I don't know how much his drop sells for anymore, but it was definitely here. So he spawns here at night though, I think, not during the day, because he's a ghost. So we're at I-10, we're at the tombstone. We're going to talk to this here, and we'll see what's going on. Oh, mystery music. What's this guy again? I got a feeling this guy's gonna have something to do with the story big time. They said he's just an adventurer, but like us, but I don't know. That's interesting. So, the character, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name that we've met in the last cutscene and this one too. I'm just gonna call him Rache. Rochefagne. But, he was going on and on about some sword. And how it could be here. King's Sword, possibly. I don't know. Perhaps we'll learn more about that later. Yeah, that definitely seemed pretty goofy, but then Valderam came along, and said, look no further than bats for your proof of tomb robbing. So I assume we're going to have to kill some bats next. I think I remember reading something about that. I'm actually going to look it up here. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, pro tip to anyone doing this mission or wanting to. We could have been killing the bats the entire time. You have to kill the bats now for a key item. Or possibly not a key item, but for an item that will go back and turn in Sandoria. But yeah, that NPC was just like, look no further than bats for your proof of tomb robbing, implying that the bats robbed something from the tomb. That there was nothing more behind it. So yeah, it's during the day right now in Final Fantasy XI. The day doesn't occur with real time, but Final Fantasy XI has its own day-night cycle and its own timer that's constantly ticking. I think like 1 hour, around about 1 hour in real life is 1 day in the game. So I'm gonna have to wait until nighttime for bats to spawn, and then I'll be killing those. So I'll edit until then. I'm just gonna level up in the meantime and kill whatever is around me. Alright, so we are in the same area, and it just turned 1800 hours. And you can see that time underneath the compass, which is right above the chat log. And I believe that's considered nighttime, so we're looking for dingbats. Dingbats should spawn anytime now. And they should just be in this normal area. We can kill them, and then we're looking for a drop called the Orcish set of armor, or Orcish armor, or something of the like. Drop your stuff, dingbats! Yes, 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 yes! Alright, so we got our handful of orcish male scales. Where you at? You have an item? Yes, it is a rare / EX item, which means you could not buy it off the auction house. You cannot sell it. If an item's got EX, it means it's bound to you. So, yeah. We're Dunskies here, as far as I'm aware. Now we go back to Sandoria, hand in the orcish scales to the guard. We're going to get a cutscene, I'm sure, explaining what the guard thinks about all this. And that'll wrap it up for this mission. So, goblins. So you guys see that the starting missions, they're not too difficult. Doing I did the first one at like a level 5. I did this one at level 12. They're gonna get crazy cool in the story, I promise you, and they're gonna get well, they used to be incredibly difficult, like crazy difficult too, but I'm probably gonna get take Red Mage to 99 before I do a lot of them. So it'll still be pretty easy for me, but they're gonna get epic, I'll tell you that. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit this out because it might take me a little bit to get back to Sandoria. I'm going to find one of those books and then use it's got a field support that'll teleport you back to your town, repatriation, I think. So there should be a book right up here, but I'm gonna aggro some of these mobs, I'm sure. So I'll edit this out and then catch you guys when I'm turning this quest back in Sandoria. Oh my god, I didn't aggro? I didn't aggro. Woot! So if stuff's easy prey, it doesn't aggro you 100% of the time. So maybe I'll just I like how you guys are probably expecting me to edit it, and then it's like, nope, nope. Let's see here. So we're gonna go to the grounds tome. See, normally I would have a scroll of instant warp on me, but my warp isn't even in Sandoria, so I'm just gonna use this. So we go to the book, we go to field support, and we're gonna go to, yes, repatriation, 50 points, pretty hefty amount of points, but that's alright. It's gonna teleport us to Sandoria, and we'll turn in the mission, and yeah, complete mission 1-2. Again, please, while I'm running the NPC, you guys let me know in the comments below. Oh, so it teleports us to North Sandoria. I'll just run to South anyway, because that's the guard I'm used to going to. But let me know in the comments below if there's any way I can make this series better. It's not just going to be missions. I do want to have missions in it, so you guys can see the Sandoria story and how it progresses. That's going to be awesome, I think. But I'm going to have other stuff. Soon, once I do this like next mission or so, maybe even after this one, it'll probably be either the next episode or the one after. I'm gonna show you guys how the leveling works in this game now, because I'm getting to the point to where I'm gonna be soloing my way to like 15 or 20 here soon, and then it gets a little slower to solo. You can definitely do it. You could solo like all the way up if you wanted to in this game now, but there's methods that will level you incredibly fast if you're a new player and just want to get caught up to the other people you're trying to play with. Now for me, it's kind of a boring thing to do. I don't really like it. It actually takes some of the fun out of the game for me, but I'm gonna do it at least a little bit in a video coming up here soon to show you guys how you can level super quick in Final Fantasy XI nowadays, because leveling used to be like the biggest deal. That was like the hardest, longest thing to do back in the day, was just level up. And now it's rather trivialized, so I'll be showing that soon. So don't think it's just going to be missions. If you haven't liked this last couple videos, bear with us, and leave me your comments and feedback in the comments below, and I'll do whatever I can to try to spice things up for you guys. So we're going to, right now, we're going to trade this Orcus male scales to this guard, and see what he has to say to wrap up this mission. Yes, I did get this from the Bats and King Rampairs too. You see, this actually belonged to an orc. What could orcs want with it too? What was a bat doing with it then? I don't know. At any rate, your mission's over. Speak not a word of this to another. Well, this is fishy if I ever saw fishy. Okay, well, YouTube, that's it for now. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you really liked it, give it a favorite. This video, we completed Bat Hunt, and I gave you guys some tips and some commentary along the way. Finished up Sandoria Rank Mission 1-2. Until next time, YouTube, I am out for now. You guys take care, and I will see you soon. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.